Hey guys, today we're going to be doing some serious decluttering and organizing. I'm going to be decluttering in my kitchen, doing a huge closet declutter and deep clean, and then I'll be organizing on a budget using products from the Dollar Tree. So let's get ready and let's get organized. Before I get ready and introduce myself, I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for spending part of your day, your week with me. I do not take it for granted that you are choosing to spend your time with me. You could be doing a million other things right now, so thank you. I hope you're ready to do some decluttering and organizing today. This was on day one, and I was starting out just kind of getting my house cleaned up a little bit. My kids were out of the house for a few hours, so I was here cleaning and disinfecting my laundry baskets. Cleaning and disinfecting are separate, so you have to clean and then disinfect a space. So I was first cleaning and with some Dawn Power Wash, and then I was going to go in and spray it with some Clorox disinfecting mist to let it air dry. I'm sure you guys know, but my name is Jamie, and I just want to welcome you to Jamie's Journey. And I just hope that each week, if you choose to come back, I would love to have you come back, but if you do choose to come back, you are going to get a little bit of cleaning motivation, decluttering, organizing motivation. Ultimately, my goal for this channel is to create a community where you guys feel like you belong, a place where you matter. I am a very clean and organized person. Being clean and organized makes me happy. I have less anxiety when my house is clean and picked up, but I try not to sweat the small stuff. I'm one person. I can't do it all. I try to give myself some grace, and I hope that I can teach that to you guys as well. So thank you for being here. So it's kind of crazy for me because I feel like I've been alone more so this summer than I've ever been, really ever, because my girls have been in various summer day camps, like just for a few hours at a time, but they've been gone. Now Avery's been gone to school or camps or playing in the neighborhood a lot, but I always have the twins, at my side. And then Mike has even been going into the office periodically. So nothing is really set in stone as far as his schedule, so he just kind of picks and chooses when he wants to go in, and it's an insane feeling to be home alone. Oh, and by the way, this is a DIY deodorizer. I will have the recipe for it linked in the description. But yeah, it's just insane to me because I worked full-time outside of the home. I worked for a nonprofit in public relations up until the summer of 2020. So I came home to work in March of 2020, when the world shut down, and so did Mike. So basically, he's been at home working since then, and it's been me and the kids. And even though Avery's in school, the twins have always been here. So it's been a long 2 years. And now that the twins are older, they're able to be in day camps. They'll actually start like official preschool in the fall. Avery will obviously be in school full time, and Mike will be going to a hybrid schedule in the fall in the office. So it's just going to be weird for me that I'll probably have 2 to 3 days a week where I will be home alone. And I can't even comprehend that. So when I'm organizing, my goal is always to organize on a budget. But I know in the past that I've done a Dollar Tree organization, or I've done like a really strict, low-cost, budget-friendly organization project. And because I wanted to go the cheapest route, but it didn't always last. Sometimes when I go very budget friendly with organization, it works and it lasts, and other times it doesn't. And you could argue the same thing for if you spend more money. Now, obviously, if you have a very, very super strict budget, then it doesn't really matter. Go super budget friendly. But I always go back and forth because I don't want to spend, a really small amount to organize and then have it not stay that way or not work long term, but I also don't want to spend a lot of money on organizing. And what's a little bit different for us now is because, like I said, we're moving at the end of the year. So right now, I will not spend a lot of money on organizing. And I have a couple areas that are just a mess, like my drawers or my linen closet. And so we still have a good 6 months before we're going to move. So budget-friendly Dollar Tree is going to be my best friend over these next couple of months if I want to organize. These are dish pans from the Dollar Tree, and they fit perfectly into dresser drawers, and it can kind of help corral your clothes, force you to keep them organized by a category. So here, I was organizing my jean shorts into actually 2 of the bins, and then the other drawer I had my running shorts and sports bras. Before, they were all just kind of thrown in a drawer together. And so this is a very inexpensive way to organize. It may not be the prettiest or the most perfect way, but it works. And to me, that's the most important. And the good part about these dish pans from the Dollar Tree, for the most part, I don't have trouble getting those. I think that's one of my biggest frustrations with the Dollar Tree is there's so many great organizers out there for specific spaces in your home, but you can't always find it, and that's annoying. Like, to go around, like, we have a lot of Dollar Trees close to us, within like a half an hour radius, but they still don't have what I need. And to just be driving around looking for specific things, that ends up, wasting gas money or time, and all of that starts to add up. So I would say that's like my biggest issue with the Dollar Tree. But I got these buckets I think it was last year. I put them at the top of my closet to store clothes in the off season. Mike has some extra swim trunks that he puts up there. We have some Christmas clothes because we always have multiple parties around Christmas time. Like we wear Christmas pajamas or a Christmas sweater, things like that you wear for basically 1 month out of the year. It's nice to have it tucked away. out of sight, neatly into a bucket. And if you see some of the dish pans or the buckets, they were labeled with my Cricut Joy machine. So I did those labels a year ago when I organized the closet for the first time. But if you guys like seeing Dollar Tree organizational videos, I'm curious. So I want your philosophy and where you're at in your life. Because I know, talking to you guys, you're all going to have a variety of opinions. You're going to all have a variety of styles. You're going to have a variety of budgets depending on your house and, where you're at in your life. So I'm curious for you, when you want to organize a space, do you go in, are you looking for the organizers that are just going to work the best for that space and money isn't an option? And I don't mean that because obviously money is an option, or it should be a concern for everyone, right? Like when I go into an organizing project, I don't just say, I don't care about organizing, but there are some, like I know for the new house, there will be some areas that I'm going to be like, I want this to look really nice. I want it to look aesthetically pleasing. I want it to last. To me, that's the most important. I don't want to keep redoing this. So for me, if there's a specific space like that, I may say, okay, my budget is going to be a little bit higher for this closet. Now there's going to be other areas where I'm going to be like, it doesn't need to look perfect. I just want it, as cheap as I can do it. So where are you at? If I create videos, maybe you want to mix, maybe you want different options. But I'm just curious, where are you at? Do you like the Dollar Tree? Do you like super low budget? Or do you want something more that is going to last? Oh, I'm not saying that Dollar Tree organization doesn't last, but you know what I mean. Like, what's your philosophy when you're organizing in your home?
Listening, let the rain wash away the tears that keeps crippling. Now that you're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising, and we're new people. Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. 'Cause I've been down, down, down. I've been down, so down, and now I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
I will say it's pretty easy for me to declutter and get rid of stuff. Like I really don't have that in me to, like when I'm decluttering a specific space, I really don't have issues getting rid of stuff. It's so easy for me. But I will say when it comes to my closet, that is the one area of the home that I find myself holding on to more stuff than I probably need. Like for example, I have way too many tank tops. I even think on my last video that I decluttered in here, which was a year ago, someone was like, geez, how many tank tops do you need? And I will admit, that is one thing that I hoard. I love my tank tops, my basic tees and tanks. I'm a pretty basic when it comes to fashion. I like to be comfortable. I'm a t-shirt and jean shorts or jeans type of girl. I do have a lot of tank tops. I get them mostly from Target when they're on sale. But anyways, I feel like I do probably hold on to more clothes than I need, but it's hard because it's like, My basic wardrobe, since I'm at home almost every day, is a tank top. I use that to clean. I use it to run errands, like a tank top and jean shorts or Under Armour shorts or things like that. So that is my, like 90% of the time, my quote unquote uniform or my outfit. But of course you have those times where you go to church or you go to a wedding or a baby shower or you go to a nice dinner, like that type of stuff, or you go on a date night. Like all of those to me have like a different type of outfit that I would want to wear. So for example, I have some cardigans that I kept around. I never wear those, but we had a funeral last year and I needed the cardigan because it was in the winter. So I probably do hold on to more things that I need, but sometimes I think it's kind of needed.
I'm aiming for the sky, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Aiming for the sky, don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm aiming for the sky. Now that you're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. Now the sun is rising, and we're new people. Let's be new people. There's so much. Don't let me.
So I know in the past when I've organized my closet, people are like, you should have organized by color. And I know a lot of people like to organize by color, and I know it looks great, and I want that visual, but at the same time, what is more practical for me is to group my clothes by activity. So for example, a lot of these are just what I wear under my sweatshirts in the winter when I go to bed, because sometimes I'll wear actual pajamas, but most of the time I'll just wear like a tank top. So these are just like super basic tanks, and I hang a lot of stuff up because we have the room. Like I could totally do away with my dresser if I needed to, but we just have that space. But so these are just like bedtime lounge tanks. These are like tanks I wear when I'm cleaning, running errands. Even I'll pair it with some jeans or shorts just for like a casual outing. Crop tanks, bodysuits, workout tanks. These are like if I'm going out to dinner with Mike, like date night, going out with friends, that type of thing. A few of my casual t-shirts, and then these are like nicer shirts, cardigans, and sweatshirts. So it's like, need a sweatshirt, I go there. I need workout clothes here. I'm looking for just something super comfortable to go out to a casual dinner. I know where to go. So that's kind of how I do it, and it's just what works for me. All right, so this is everything I'm getting rid of. So I have some things that I'm throwing away because they're just things that I should not be donating. Let's just say that. Most of the, actually, and then all of these clothes I'm going to be donating to a local church. And then I have some clothes right here, some little bit nicer clothes from when I worked in the office that I'm going to give to my younger cousin who is in need of some office clothes. So
Don't let me down. I'm aiming for the sky. Now that you're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. Now the sun is rising, and we're new people. Let's be new people. There's so much.
all right, so you guys can let me know. These boots are obviously a little dirty, my riding boots. Now, I have not worn these in a couple of years, and I know the rule of thumb, if you have not worn it in the past year, like if you're going through and you're decluttering once a year, let's say a space like a closet, you know, if you haven't worn it in the last year, are you likely to wear it again? And the answer I would say is no, but it's hard because, I mean, all I have is booties, like shorter boots, and it's like, will this come around again? Will I want to wear these? Do you guys wear boots like these? I just don't find myself reaching for these as much, but it's like hard for me to let go because I might need them. I might feel like I want to wear them. So you let me know if you're still wearing riding boots like this. And then my Uggs, like I think I feel bad giving these up because my parents got these for me when I was in college for Christmas one year. I think it was my freshman or sophomore year, and I remember begging for them. You guys remember, like college, this would have been mid 2000s, begging for a North Face jacket and Ugg boots to wear around campus in college. And they were so expensive that I feel bad giving them up. But again, have not worn them in forever. So you let me know. Do you still wear your riding boots? Do you still wear your Ugg boots if you have any? So I do think it's funny when you go through your clothes, you kind of get an idea of the changing styles and also how you change as a person. Like I put these on, first of all, way more lower cut than I would like. Like I would not wear a low cut jean short like this now. And I don't know, I just feel like that's pretty short. Like it's not, I don't know. This would just be something that I would not feel comfortable going out in, especially with my kids, because I'd be bending over and things like that. But it's just a reminder of how quick the styles change. All right, we're gonna continue on and do some cleaning. I'm a little sleepy today, but I have a short amount of time that I can get stuff done. So I'm like, all right, let's get going. I have laundry started. Just hearing that laundry always helps pep me up a little bit and gets me going. Making my bed and then getting laundry going, I just kind of feel like, okay, you got this, Jamie. It's like kind of like underlying motivation. I don't realize how simple just making my bed, starting laundry will kind of get me going for the day. So have that going. There's just a few things that I want to accomplish today, not a lot. I've done so much this week. So just a few things I want to kind of do to tie up what I need to tie up this week. Main thing is decluttering the kitchen drawers. They are so bad, you guys. So bad, so bad. And it's just time. So we are gonna do that and hopefully I can get it done in the short amount of time I have. So if you're ready for some speed cleaning and decluttering, let's do this together.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up.
So I frequently get asked how I get cleaning done with kids, and it's been a lot easier this summer just because with the twins being 3, they've been able to join a lot of, various summer camps and be busy and stuff like that. But this video took me almost 2 weeks to shoot. So it was shot over a 2-week period, 3 days, 2 weeks. So if you noticed, in the first part of the video, I had my nails painted, and then a few days later, I had decluttered my closet. I'd already taken off the paint, and then I repainted them for this last part. So it was almost a 2-week period because it weren't gel nails. I did my own nails for over this 2-week period, so I had to do them frequently. No matter if it takes you 2 weeks, I think that's important. And you're watching this video, you're watching it go over in like a 35-minute period. It looks like it was done in 3 days in a row or something like that, but in reality, that's just not the case. It takes me multiple days to film. It takes me sometimes 2 weeks to get it done. So I just think that's a reminder that we all need. But I wanted to declutter here in the kitchen. These drawers, they're like junk drawers. The girls' junk drawer where I keep their little trinkets, it just gets overwhelming and very full sometimes. As you could see, we couldn't even open the drawer. So I like to go in here probably every 2 to 3 months, and it's amazing how much junk I can get rid of. And it always feels so satisfying when I'm done because I get rid of so much.
In the dark.
And the more I think about it when I was decluttering in here, I find junk drawers really hard to organize because for me, like when I go and organize a space, I first declutter, get rid of things that I don't want in that space, and then I group things together for, whatever is left. If I'm organizing a closet, so like if it was the linen closet, I'd go in there, declutter as much as I can, and then once everything's decluttered, I look at what I have, and then I group like things together and then get organizers for those categories, for those like things. Now, when it comes to junk drawers are usually just a bunch of random stuff that you have to keep, that you want to keep around, but a lot of times it's like one thing. So you're not necessarily taking all of that stuff and putting it into categories. So it's really hard to find organizers because usually it's just like a lot of one or two items that aren't a category, if that makes sense. So I have been loving the Sprayway cleaning products lately. I've used the Sprayway glass cleaner for a couple of years, and I kind of how sometimes you get in a rut of using the same cleaning products over and over, or specific cleaning products, and then you stop. Well, I've been mainly using Jaws cleaning products, which I still love their glass cleaner. No complaints. But then I was going through some old cleaning products and I found some Sprayway glass cleaner, so I started using it again, and I remembered why I like it so much. And then I recently tried out this Sprayway stainless steel cleaner, which you're going to see me use here in a minute, and I really, really like this one as well. The one thing I would say with those products, when you get used to more natural products, then you start realizing other cleaning products and, maybe how strong of a smell they have, or how it smells very chemically, or there's a very chemical smell to it. So with Sprayway, it's not a natural cleaning product. It does have a strong chemical smell, but I just kind of go back and forth and mix them up a little bit. But the stainless steel cleaner is really good if you need a good stainless steel cleaner. I still have my e-cloths that I use for stainless steel cleaning, but the Sprayway is another great alternative. And they have an oven cleaner that I do want to try. So I think I'm going to give that a try here soon, and I will keep you updated.
In all your secrets, I just want to go over the details. Let me inside of your mind. I know I just met you, but something tells me that you might be into talking to a stranger with a tattoo. Baby, I'm one of a kind. There's a reason we're here, there's a vibe in the air that neither you or me could deny. Boy, I see how you stare up and down everywhere. I can tell you're far from shy. So let's talk till we drop, or till we get kicked out. Let's just say what we want, come on, spit it out. You and me both got the time to try to get to know each other's minds. So let's talk till we drop.
So something I will say that I learned after using the stainless steel cleaner is that when you spray it, it does kind of get all over, meaning, you spray it on the stainless steel, and then I'll look down on the floor and I can kind of see where some of the product settled on the floor. So I would say that is probably a negative to it. So I'm not doing it here, but I keep telling myself, okay, next time you're going to spray the rag and then go over the stainless steel.
In the air that neither you or me could deny. Boy, I see how you stare up and down everywhere. I can tell you're far from shy. So let's talk till we drop, or till we get kicked out. something that just rocks my world. I can't help but feel like we are meant to be. The way you're talking to me, oh, oh. So let's talk till we drop, or till we get kicked out.
So something else with dressers, or another reason why I went with the dish pans from the Dollar Tree to organize my drawers, is because in our new house, our primary bedroom is going to be very long. So it's very long, it's not very wide, and I don't know if we're going to have room for the dressers. Just the way it's set out, because we have this little window, it's kind of like a bay window that kind of goes out, that we're not going to be able to put a dresser there. And then where our bed has to go, and then our nightstands, I just don't see how we're going to be able to have dressers. And it's fine, because I think with the TV, we would have to mount it anyways, just because of the position of where the bed is going to have to be. I am totally fine with not having a dresser. In our current house, we have a huge bedroom. It's actually too big in my opinion. I don't need a bedroom that big. But if we didn't have that area, I would completely get rid of my dresser. Like, I don't need a dresser, because everything I have in my dresser, I could put in my closet. But we have the perfect space. Like, there'd be nothing else we would put in the area right now if we didn't have my dresser. So in the new house, we're not going to have that space. And then Mike and I both will have our own closets, which is, to be honest with you, really insane for me to even say. But mine will be bigger than his. And so I plan on just taking everything out of the dresser and putting it in my closet. And I think with his closet, because he really doesn't have a ton of clothes, I think that we might try to put his dresser in his closet, because then that way he can still keep the dresser without it having to be in an awkward spot in the bedroom. Not to mention, I don't love the dark black furniture. Not really what I'm going for these days, but I hate to just buy new furniture to buy new furniture. So I'm thinking it might kind of work out, because if it's in his closet, who cares what it looks like? You guys are seeing this possibly on a Thursday when it goes live, July 21st, or maybe Friday the 22nd, or maybe it's the weekend. So if you are watching it on the weekend, happy weekend. Hope you're having a good weekend. But I wanted to let you guys know I will have a video going up on the 31st of July. So this month, there's going to be a giveaway in that video. Just another way to say thank you guys. I try to do one at least once a month, and it will probably be a whole house clean with me, and it will be PayPal cash, and it will be open internationally. So stay tuned and watch out for that video. So here, when I'm done using my Tinco iFloor wet dry vacuum, I'm going to wash it. So when I am done washing this, what I do is I actually keep the base upstairs just so it's out of the way and the kids don't mess with it. So I keep it upstairs. So I take it upstairs, put it on the base, you plug it in, and then you press the button and it cleans out the inside of the machine, which is great because when you're done running it, there's still water inside. I mean, that you physically cannot get out. So it's nice to have that self-cleaning. It pulls all of the water from inside the machine out. And then I take it back downstairs and I take apart the lower parts, like the actual vacuum part in the bottom, like the roller and all of that. And I hand wash them with some Dawn Power Wash and hot water, and then I let them air dry. I'm done. Oh, feels good. So good to be done. And what's even more exciting is you guys are seeing this roughly, well, it's gonna go live on Thursday, July 21st, or maybe you're watching it on the 22nd, but either way, Mike and I are celebrating our 13th wedding anniversary, which is crazy because it's 13 years we've been married, but we have been dating since 2001, so do the math on that one. I just feel like we've been dating forever. But anyways, we will be celebrating 13 years of marriage, and we're going on a little mini getaway, and that will be fun. It'll just be nice to get away, not have to think about laundry or cleaning or who needs what for a few days, just kind of check out. So I'm looking forward to that. I know he is too. He's the one who actually really pushed to go. I was like, let's just stay home and save money, and he was like, no, let's go. So sometimes I feel like I need that push. I'm like, no, it'll be easier to stay home, save money. And he's like, let's do it. So I'm actually glad. Now that we booked it, I'm glad. And I'm looking forward to it. Like it's you kind of forget when you have a vacation plan how you look forward to it the weeks leading up. So I'm excited. I will try to share as much as I can over on my Instagram. But thank you for being here. You guys could be spending your time doing a million other things, but you're here with me and I appreciate it. It does not go unnoticed, I promise. So thank you. I hope you love this video and I will see you guys next time.